Okay, so everything is timeline, and they're all merging. So you're going to see waves of like one night everything looks like it's from the 80s or the 90s or the beginning of 2000, or like 2027 all of a sudden, or 2025, or we are pulling all of the good stuff from those decades, from those times. People are pulling those good experiences, the music, the clothes, the attitudes, because that was pre-cell phones, that was, the playing outside and all the family stuff, and things felt very different. People are pulling it over here because they want to live again. They want to enjoy life. They want to be in love with life again. They don't want to feel alone and isolated and sad. So energetically, they're pulling all, those experiences over here to incorporate it into this, while all the timelines are merging. So all the paths people didn't take, those are getting deleted. They went a different direction, all these dead-end paths and timelines and that's all getting cleaned up. People are healing on massive levels. When they let go of their stuff, then it drops those timelines. When they make new decisions that are higher, better, that starts a new timeline. I mean, it actually starts a timeline that there are so many parallel versions of you. And I know it's trippy to even think of, but it's like you pulling your consciousness where you want it to be to create whatever timeline you want. It really is alignment with that timeline, like one that's already running, because all the potentials are out there. They're already out there. And it's trippy to think, stopped it at 144, it's trippy to think that there are versions of you out there where your problems are solved, where you are healthy, wealthy, successful, happy, peaceful. There are a million possibilities. So your thing is to align with that which you want. There are timelines where you are the weight you want to be, you look how you want to be, you feel healthy, vibrant, things are going well, and you are living, you are enjoying life. Your thing is to get rid of let go of all the stuff in the way and focus on what you do want and declare it and hold that frequency of it, so your frequency match and it brings you right to it. The trick is to let go of the shit in the way. That's the challenge. That's the bag of bricks, I call it. That's the shadow work. Because I always compare it to like a hot air balloon. You can't take off in a hot air balloon, ascend, if there's a bag of bricks in there weighing you down. You can't go as high as you want if you have things that are holding you, weighing you down. That's why I always refer back to healthy detachment. It's not being dismissive and being detached, like aloof emotionally. It's not that. It's you're allowing experiences. You take advantage of those experiences as far as like if patterns are being shown to you or any negative stuff, you take advantage of that. You pay attention to it and what's going on here. Okay, let me look at it. Let me make it a positive. Let me alchemize whatever it is. Does it need to be released? Do I need to make peace with something? What's the action? And focus, you don't spend all your time there. It's more of like a peace and release. Like, okay, I can see that I'm doing this. It's a repetitive thing. A lot of your stuff is not even you. A lot of your stuff as empaths, it's other people's shit. So make sure that stopped it at 333. So make sure that you are cleansing off other people's stuff. There are so many times that I pick up things and I feel like it's me, and then the person next to me will say, and I'm like, oh, I have this weird blah, blah, and they're like, no, that's me. We can end up thinking someone else's stuff is our stuff. Their feelings, emotions are our feelings and emotions. Even if you're shielded, even if you're heavily shielded. So this is why we have to do the daily ground out the stuff. And I cannot recommend copper enough. Wear it, stick it in your bra. Sorry, we're real here. Stick it in your pocket, wear a medicine bag, especially in front of your chest. But I can't say enough about grounding right now and staying grounded. It helps you to be more of that like stabilizing force. And it gets rid of the static and the, buzz, especially with all the energy coming in. And if you feel buzzy, like too much, bioelectric energy, or like that staticky buzz is the only way I can kind of describe it. But ground that out, get your feet in the grass. Feet in the grass, facing the sun, don't look at it, take in this great energy, but get rid of the stuff. I know, it's simple, but it's profound. And 444. These are all confirmations. Salt bath, salt foot soak. Get your hands in salt. Go over the sink and just dump even regular table salt on your hands. Get that stuff off of you and declare that you're back in your own energy only. You are the only one allowed in your body. You are in your power. and you've pulled back all the pieces, soul pieces that are broken off in different locations and places. That's why people go to different locations. That's part of the reason. They go to reclaim parts of their soul that they dropped off in past incarnations. I mean, everything's happening simultaneously, which is also trippy. But people travel around and they're like, oh God, I feel like I just can't land somewhere. Yeah, because you're collecting soul pieces to call back your power. Could be financial, could be relationship, could be, if you feel like something's missing, call back all your soul pieces from everywhere. You don't have to go there to do it, but that's a lot of times why people are magnetized to places, because you're supposed to be in full power for this experience, and it's very difficult. You may have constant life challenges in a certain area because that soul piece broke off somewhere, or a few of them, like, could be financial, a bad association with money, or something bad happened, or relationships, something traumatic, blah blah blah. That's what hauntings are. They're soul fragments that are stuck because of the trauma happened in that location. You got to call it back whole, healed, and healthy. Your soul is whole. You do not need anyone else to complete you, period. Even in relationship of any kind, you are complete, and you should be complete for a relationship. It helps you to give more and come from a healthier place for a more successful relationship when you don't feel like something's lacking in you because of these soul pieces scattered about. So if there's a you that is on a higher timeline, okay, future, because higher is future, if it's all here. I know it's trippy. Quantum physics is fucking trippy. Don't try to make your brain understand like too much, because it'll short circuit. But it's just more of an understanding of, okay, if there's a version of me where this shit is solved, then I need to focus on already being. It's past tense. You focus. It's not like you're looking out there to it. It's already done. It's already past tense. Anything I ever manifested, it was already past tense. Like, it's done already. You have to look at it that. Anything you want, you have to look at it that way. It's already there. And then what happens anytime you declare stuff and you hold the frequency of, the blocks are going to come up, the patterns are going to come up, the shit is going to come up, usually within a couple days, where people tank. Like, if they try to manifest a lottery win and they focus, they tank for the next couple days. That's not to say give up. The tank is, this is what's in the way. Maybe it's a fear of having it. A lot of times that's what blocks people's manifestations. It's a fear of actually having it. Because it might mean you have to do shit. You have to be shit. You have to, and you really don't. You can do things according to your comfort level. It might be a little hustle involved. People might not agree with that, but sorry, when I manifest, there's a little bit of hustle involved, or like inspired action, where I have to like work with or walk in the direction of that which I'm manifesting, or like calling in. But just know it is a normal process for things to hit the fan for a couple of days. Look at what that is. What am I afraid of? That's a big one. To journal out, what am I afraid of? And then to make peace with it, release it, acknowledge it, right? Take advantage of that period. Take advantage of the drop. Of like, okay, what's here? Let me look at it. What am I doing? Is it self-sabotage? Is it I don't deserve it? Someone, whose voice is that? Whose voice is that you don't deserve something? Because that sure as shit is not your higher self, and it is not God. So who would say that? No one. So it has to leave your field for you to come back in resonance with knowing you deserve good, knowing you, especially if you work for God. I mean, come on. How do you not deserve it? God wants you to be abundant, wants you to be healthy, happy, successful, enjoy life. But it's easy to look around and go, oh my God, this sucks. That's the truth. That's not the truth, but that's come from your physical, like what you observe. Don't observe it. Don't give it power. Don't aim your attention at it. If something isn't working, don't aim your attention at it, your energy at it. Don't empower it, okay? Look over, even if it's you visualizing and holding the visual and holding the frequency, full sensory experience of see, feel, hear, taste, touch. Put yourself in the visual sensory experience of, your body won't know the difference. And if you hold the frequency, you're going to make it happen. So focus on these higher timelines. Focus on it's now. It's here now. You want anything, you got to put it in your now, like past tense space. You can't hold it out there someday. It'll stay out there. And that includes God, connection with God. If God's out there, God isn't here right now, already here. Your highest timeline isn't already here because you're hoping it's out there. You got to bring it in. That's I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. That's what that is. The ability to manipulate your surroundings in a positive way, energetically, frequency-wise. Hope that helps. Till the next one.